Welcome to Easy Company Collectibles, and today we're going to be looking at the 1/6 scale Hot Toys Imperial Commando, as seen in the Bad Batch episode of whatever, when they're coming back to like Coruscant. So, hey, Imperial Commando, very cool stuff here. Now, check out Comic Concepts, links is in the description below. Make sure you click on it, find out what he got, what he's hiding, and what's on sale. So, if you look right in front of you, this is a really cool trooper. So this trooper, it really, it caught me because, like, man, I was like, I love the Commando and all that it offers, and it's just a beautiful figure for me, this character and whatnot. But the issue for me was that these were literally straight lined. Hold on, let me adjust something real quick. Those were literally a heavy clone, straight lined, like really sticking straight out, like flat, and they looked like really bad, poorly done shoulder armor. And I was like, man, I really hope that's not what we get here. And out of the box, it did come like that, but it you really have to. It's being held on with these little. You can kind of see it right at the tip over here. Maybe if on the other side, you can probably see it right there. It's held on by these Velcro things for the shoulder pads, which is good because you can actually detach them and then reattach accordingly. So I've left him over here to be a more slanted look. There's ways you can get it to be even more slanted if you chip away at the I don't know if is there foam padding? I don't think there is. There's a little bit, but if you kind of get that foam padding away, you can kind of make it go a little bit more down, but this is good enough for me. Now, another thing I had an issue with this guy was the sizing. It should be a pretty much an in-between between Wrecker and a clone trooper, right? And this guy is fairly weirdly shaped, or proportioned rather. I don't know if this is right or wrong, but he does look a little bit shorter. I don't know, it's just because of different helmets or whatnot, but I felt like this should be broader. Now, when you have them side by side, it doesn't look as bad. The Commando still looks pretty broad, and I think it's fair to say, like, I don't really have a big issue as far as proportions go too much with this guy. And at the end of the day, I really like the way he turned out. Now, this is a must for me because of the paint scheme. Paint scheme is the Imperial colors. Love the gray, the highlights. White's always awesome too. And of course, the Republic Commando video game series, if they release that one, that would be awesome. But I felt like I needed the Imperial Commando. Like, this I had to get. So, really cool guy. Everything's as expected through the release pictures and stuff like that. This giant, massive backpack is magnetic. Come on, yeah. So as you can see here, the backpack is very strong magnetically attached to his back. And then the backpack actually opens up here so you can store his little thermal detonators that it comes with. Very cool little attachment piece for his backpack, so nicely done on there. I like that it's nice, big, and bulky, and it's pretty much exactly how a Commando would have his backpack, so proportionally, Hot Toys did it right on that. Now, going towards his helmet, you can see that it looks like it's lit up, but that's just the paint apps on his visor. Very nicely done to Hot Toys to do it so it looks like it's always lit up. Now, this is a USB battery. It's not a USB battery, and it is a those little tiny itty bitty batteries that Hot Toys likes to use, which I don't like, but it is what it is. So, as far as the batteries and putting all that stuff on, as you can see, his arm fell off, but that's not broken. as far as like putting batteries in figures, I don't like it. I don't use it. And even if I do use it, it lasts about like 5 minutes. So that's not even going to be a question for me. I'm not going to even attempt to put batteries. It's just not going to be used. Hot Toys, you need to figure out a way that your USB system can work no matter which way or whatever. Helmet, lightsaber, freaking flashlights, whatever you do, make sure you're putting it on USB. Now, going to the paint apps, this part right here on his neck, that is a nice vinyl-y rubbery material, so it looks as it shows. It's not a fake plastic or hard plastic. And undersuit, really, articulation wasn't too much hindered at all, because the armor's kind of, I want to say, more flexible, or like more spacing between gaps. Like, you don't have elbow armor. You kind of almost, this leg armor compared to clone armor is smaller, but it articulates a little bit better, which is good. I like that, so that's a good thing. Going down to weathering and stuff, paint apps are as expected. Typical Hot Toys' paint apps going throughout, nice weathering and whatnot. And you have a little side striping where the Commando would have his Imperial badging. So very nicely done with this figure. I am absolutely stoked and glad that I pulled the trigger on this Commando, because in pictures it doesn't really sell it too much, but in hand this guy is a beast and just a wrecking ball of a figure. It looks bulky, it looks beast. So that's good. And I love the, like you can see that the visor's not lit up obviously, but it looks like it's lit up. It's very luminescent with the surrounding lights and whatnot, so that's very good. I love it. So this figure gets a, I want to give it a perfect score. Like, I love everything about it. It's really good. It just, I feel like it's not proportioned well in reality of a actual clone, because I don't think a Commando would be that small standing next to a clone. I just feel they did very well on the illusion of making him look big and bulky. The armoring is awesome, but when you put it next to a clone, it's just like, he looks a bit small, and the clone trooper actually looks a bit bigger. So proportionally wise, I don't think they got that. So that brings it down to like an 8 out of 10, because of just, they should have did a little bit more research on this clone Commandos and really gave it to us and did something new and different for them. I do appreciate that they are doing this, but at the same time, do it right. So with that being said, I mean, there's a new blaster right there from the clone Commando. I'm not sure if anybody else got these, but these are Commando blasters. So looks awesome. The face paint and everything's nice on it. Like, it's a very nice figure. New armor and all and whatnot. But I have a thing with the sizing. That's the only thing. So, if you like what you saw here in Easy Company Collectibles, make sure you subscribe, like the videos, and stay tuned for more. Until next time.